This is News 4 at 5. Watching out for you.
Off the top at 5, a new report out today says the harness on the seat of an amusement park ride was still in a locked position when a 14-year-old St. Louis County teen fell off and tragically died. Thanks for joining us. I'm Corey Stark.
I'm Samantha Jones. As investigations into what led to 14-year-old Tyre Sampson's death continue, News 4's Gabriela Vidal is looking into what legal challenges lie ahead and who could be held responsible. She joins us live in studio with what she's learning today. Gabby.
Yeah, Sam and Corey, a SLU professor says even though investigations into the safety of the Orlando freefall ride remain ongoing, there are at least 3 potential parties that could eventually be held liable in some way for Tyre Sampson's death: the designer of the ride, the manufacturer, and the ride operator.
The 3 or more possible defendants here will all point fingers at each other. There's no question about that. And under Florida law, where this happened, we have comparative fault where they can shift percentages of the blame among those defendants, and also partially, if they argue it, partially to the young man himself as the plaintiff.
According to a report from the Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services, witnesses say Sampson came out of the seat when magnets engaged to slow the freefall ride. News 4 is also learning that the freefall ride that Tyre Sampson got on was only intended for riders up to 287 pounds, but family has told us Sampson weighed well over 300 pounds. The professor I spoke with says even if weight came into play as a cause for Sampson's fall off the ride, he believes it will be hard for plaintiffs to put an onus on a 14-year-old child, and says the settlement will be a more likely outcome.
This wasn't a merry-go-round. This took people up more than 400 feet, and then there was a drop. Very dangerous activity, and you can't expect a 14-year-old to understand all the dangers that go into that. And the people on the ground operating the ride had the best, last clear chance to prevent what happened, most likely, by either telling them not to ride or to adjust the safety features.
There's been more outpouring today. Midtown Community Services, an after-school program Tyre Sampson was a part of in St. Louis, released a statement on social media extending their sympathies for his family. Quote, Tyre was a friend to everyone, always watched out for the younger kids at Midtown, and was a best big brother to Ania. He was also a dedicated student and a star athlete. We'll have a link to a fundraiser organized by Tyre's school, City Garden, on KMOV.com and on our news app. Reporting live, Gabriela Vidal, News 4.